And now we head to the hardest hole on the course, averaging 4.94. Just a brutal finish we have in store for us, Val. Does it have enough? It does. Does it stop? Yes. Green flag for Hansen.
And this is another blind landing zone. So the players don't know where their shot is going or if it's clearing the OB. This is low for Holland. An OB, I believe. There's that red flag.
Center of the pond. Hanley out of bounds.
How much want does Evelina still have left?
That 2 will be left. Does it get out clean?
It hits. It gets a roll toward the OB line.
Nate, is Evelina safe?
It looks like she is just safe, but the lie's not pretty, and Ella's in the perfect position. This could be a huge swing right here.
This is almost an instant replay of it. What could she do today? She hits, but it lands safe.
It took our breath away the moment it caught the trees long.
Decision time for Evelina. I feel like she could just pitch out. She could try and get up and down and just save the par. I'd love to see her get aggressive with a forehand and drive this toward the pin. And that's exactly what she's done. She'll have a birdie look from inside the circle. Ella looking to get up and down. A birdie gets her to 13 under. Her forehand just barely deep inside the circle, though. Hansen will have a chance to tie up Holland Hanley going into the final hole. Evelina needs this putt if she wants any chance of finding a playoff. She gets it. Solid and birdies the 17th. Hanley hesitated. She thought she pulled it right. A bogey on the 17th. She falls back to 13 under. Ella Hansen for a share of the lead heading into the final hole. All tied up.
With one hole to play. And we're not playing some easy, gettable par 3. We're playing a very challenging par 5. Tons of OB. So much risk involved. Eagle possibilities. Bogey possibilities. Anything can happen on 18.
Ella's gone eagle, eagle in rounds 1 and 2, Val, as you said. She could use one here.
Nerves are sky high.
Perfect positioning. Easily can get to the top from there. Evelina needs an eagle. She has smashed it. It's wide left and out of bounds.
Holland needs this shot inbound. She needs to match what Ella was able to do. Just get herself in position. This is inside.
This is tight.
Did that make it out, Terry?
It doesn't look like it did. I think it's out of bounds. Perks, any confirmation regarding Holland's shot?
Never had a chance, Terry.
The only mistake she cannot make is to come up short and never cross the green. She can go 100 feet past the basket and go out of bounds, but she has to get up on the platform if she's trying to throw up onto the shelf now. She can't be short. No! Evelina can still birdie. She's crossed. Evelina next to the basket. Inside the bullseye.
Incredible shot.
We could still have a 3-way tie. Holland is up on top trying to save par. This will be her 4th. She's trying to put in for the 5. That means at best a par for her and Holland. Evelina next to the pin for the birdie. We should see a 3-way playoff. That's assuming Hansen gets up and down. She could throw it in for the win. Instead, just outside the bullseye. Holland needs this to push a playoff. She gets it. Hansen to go into a playoff with Hanley. And Evelina Salonen, part of the 3-way playoff. They'll head back to the 18th.
That was so much fun. Let's do it again.
The playoff begins. Perfection. And Hanley just a few feet from Hansen. This looks inside. This is trouble. Evelina will go to the drop zone. She's going for it.
Yes.
Can she get it?
Ugh. It's deceiving. The height looked great, but it is a huge carry.
And that will be an end to Evelina's reign here in Brooksville. Hansen. Plenty of power. Pushing right side of the pin, just outside of bullseye. All pressure back on Hanley. Can Hanley answer? Hanley will putt first, I think. They're within a few feet of each other. Hanley with her head down, collecting her thoughts. Ella Hansen for eagle. It's in. Hanley to move to the second playoff hole. She converts. They both eagle in the first playoff hole. Evelina Salonen eliminated. This turns. If this carries too straight, is there a chance to get to the OB? No. She's in the center, not as close as last time.
Yep.
More direct for Ella. She has to throw something nice and straight. She doesn't have a ton of room on that left side like Nate was mentioning. So she cannot hit those trees on the left, but she cannot fade too far right.
That looked high. It's fading right. Does it cross?
No.
And a huge mistake. She's done it. That will be enough. Ella Hansen will be your champion in Brooksville.
Holland will fall short again this year.
Your Supreme Flight Open champion, Ella Hansen.
On behalf of Florida's Adventure Coast and Discraft, your 2025 Supreme Flight Open champion, Ella Hansen.
Ella Hansen, you got to tell us how you're feeling right now. You just eagled 18 back-to-back times to take the first event of the season.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel my body feels shaky, but my mind feels good. I don't know, it feels great.
Well, what's that feeling like? You had an opportunity to close it out in regulation. You came up just short. Talk to us about what emotions you were going through.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty confident about that. I was throwing a PD on my approach all the other days, and I just ended up a little shorter than I had been, so I disked up but didn't quite get that height right, a little too nose up. So yeah, the pressure was on to par, and then I knew Holland and Eve were putting the pressure on as well. I think that's my first playoff ever, so 1 for 1 in playoffs, I think that's pretty sweet.
Well, let's go back a little earlier in the round. It didn't seem like it was your day. A run on hole 1 that drifted down the hill, bogeyed that, and then you had to re-putt a hole. Talk about the emotions you were going through and how you brought it back.
Yeah, definitely a couple of mistakes, bad breaks towards the beginning, but these last 3 holes on this course are tough. The back 9 is tough. I know there's a ton of scoring opportunities, and I did get the eagle the past 2 days here, so I kind of knew that I just wanted to settle in. It was just feeling a little funky, shaky on the first few holes, and yeah, I was able to settle in and execute pretty well for the most part.
Congratulations, Ella Hansen, on taking down the first Elite Series of the year.
Thank you so much.
Disappointed it's over? Well, I've got 2 options for you. Either you click subscribe and you watch more action right here on the channel, or you go out and play a round of disc golf yourself. Either way, I'll see you in the fairway.